بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome you again with your program Fatwa Life, and this is the second part on the 10th day of Ramadan. Question from Canada. With the consultation of Zakah, a woman in Canada, she is in connection with a family in Gaza over a year. They are 5 years and his wife and 3 kids. One of those special needs. They asked their help to get out of Gaza to Egypt. And that would cost $16,000. The question is, can you help these people to leave Gaza? Knowing this is exactly what the enemy wants to do. So he could leave, so he could conquer their land. Can we help? Can we give them from the zakah money? The answer, after seeking Allah's help and after seeking His help into this, those who are under the occupation and the bombardment are the more prior to be helped, and they are not the same. Some are injured, some are sick. They need to be moved for emergency medical issues. Definitely they are helped with the zakah, no doubt. And some from the women and kids, they cannot fight and they cannot support, and they are under like extreme help from the enemy. So to help those weak, to help them out of Gaza, it is also one of the requirements of the zakah. Indeed, if they are asking us and they are seeking our help, and those who follow the weak, they have the same rule like the weak. If I have a sick kid, he's not going to be moved by himself. You have to move with his family. So they have the same issue. And beyond that, so you take to the scholars of the area, because they know more what needs to be done, whether it is good to leave the Gaza or not to leave it. They know what is the best and steadfast against the enemy or not. Because Allah said, those who fight in our side, we will guide them to our way. Because Allah said, and those who seek, they are fighting the sake of Allah, Allah with them, and He will guide them to the right path. He will guide them on what to do. Second question. This is something that we went to last time about vegetarian. The lady, she is teaching nutrition in Europe, and I have training, and it says I have to come with some kind of program about vegetarian and vegan, and not to eat anything comes from the animals, even if it is honey or eggs or milk, everything. They want to make sure everybody is vegetarian, thinking that with this way they are very good for the environment. This is good for the animals. And she said that she don't believe in these thoughts, because Allah Azza wa Jal had bestowed the animals, because He said, and from those animals you eat. And Allah said, eat from it and feed the one who, feed those who deserve it or those who in need of it. Uh, and after this introduction, she is supposed to get that training and that program, and it could be taught or could be not. I have no other choice. And we tell her again, definitely, this is not from the religion of Allah. To believe that to leave the animal, eating the animal, is better, and it is from the thing going to be rewarded for. No, this is not part of Islam. This is not. It's a false thought. Because the master of all humans, the most God conscious, he used to eat the meat and drink the milk and eat and the honey. And when somebody wanted to stop it, he denied it on it. When some people came in to the houses of the Prophet ﷺ asking about his worship, when they were told, they said they belittled it. The other one said, "I will not marry." The other one said, "I will not eat meat." The other said, "I will not. I will fast, not break my fast." And the other one said, "I'm not going to fast, not break my fast. I will not sleep." And then the Prophet ﷺ said, "Why are people saying this? I pray and sleep, make fasting and break, and I marry the woman, and whomever stay away from my sunnah is not from me." I want to distinguish between to leave meat because he don't feel like eating it. He don't like meat. He had a problem when he is young. He probably saw some animal being slaughtered, saw the blood. He got a medical problem where he don't like to eat meat since then. So there's difference between the exceptions and those who believe that it is forbidden to eat milk or to leave it completely. By the way, what is known in our history, Abu Ala al-Marri, he is a poet. It used to be told that he sits at home and he's blind. So he used to think that not to eat meat. And he said, "Oh, they felt you're weak and they slaughtered the ate you. Why don't they eat the son of the lion?" Mm. And he said big poetry against eating meat. Ibn al-Qayyim used to say, and one of this thought, he's blind, he's, so what does our sister do? Read, write what they are writing and attribute to them. Say the nutritionists, they say one, two, three. And to talk about something that is wrong does not disbelieve when you are related, because Allah told us the saying of the Jews, the Christians. Allah said, the Jews said that Allah's hand is miser. No, his hands are well spending. Nobody could stop him. And the Jews said, and the Jews, the Christians, they said, we are Allah's favorite and his sons. And if you are true, why Allah Azza wa Jal is punishing you from what you are gained? You will go back to your Lord and you will find out. And if you can commit on something like that, that'll be good. Say that This is what the nutrition is saying. The people who feel about vegetarians and that's their point of view, and this is their point of view. As if you are a researcher and you're just showing. So if you can't change it with your hand or your tongue, at least with the heart, deny it. Allahu Alam. A woman is asking, I was married and I asked my husband to divorce me after 30 years of divorce. He did the swearing of the divorce 4 years ago, 4 months ago. And I asked for my rights. He said, you have no rights. He said, because you are the one who asked for the divorce. What are my rights toward him, from him? I tell her, my sister, the separation could take the form of the khul. If he is a good husband, there's nothing wrong with his character or his religion. And she's the one who hated living with him. And she made him mad with no reason. And then she give back everything he spent on her, and she lose her financial rights. In the saying of Ibn Abbas, that the wife of Thabit ibn Qais, she came to the Prophet and said, O Messenger of Allah, Thabit ibn Qais, I don't have any problem with him, with his religion or his character, but I hate to disbelieve in Islam. So he, alayhi salatu wasalam, asked her, would you give him back his dowry? She said yes. So he told her, accept it and give a divorce, one divorce. Another woman, she said, he could, she said, take everything except where I hold my hair. Also, there's a woman can take the divorce for harm. And at this time, she keeps all her rights with the compensation for the currency change. Like somebody's in the Syrian lira, half a million or a million, it might be buy a house. Now it doesn't even get a sandwich. So you have to look at the difference in the. And Allah said, those who, and Allah described the rights for those who had that period, and also to give that extra money just to make them happy. And in Egypt, they have 2 years expenditure that has to be paid all at once. And there's no ceiling to the expenditure of muta. Also, the right of, I think the right for the if she shares in growing his company. If she participated professionally outside the marriage, then she has a way or a share from his money. And they need to do what is good and to make sure that they stop the dispute. And a lot of problems is this a divorce or is it khul'a? So what is the solution? We have to go into something neutral. They explore that dispute and they look at the situation and they make sure of this. Is it? There's nothing wrong with the husband except the minor things that is in the human nature. In that condition, we are looking at khul. She has to everything, and she will not have two kinds of calamity. But if we are looking about divorce for harm, is very unlivable, and she can prove it. And it's her right to have all her financial rights and the expenditure and mut'a, and she built something in building his wealth. To look at this matter, you need to look at someone who look into the Book of Allah. Ameen. Is the vitamin in the muscle is that break the fast? No. The glucose, yes, because that goes against the food. What's different between Islamic shares and the because the first one, the Islamic one, they go with the mudaraba expression or term. You give the money that this is some of the stuff that you do. Uh, so if they went into a mudaraba, so we but this that it is all riba from day one. We used to have money that is not invested, and this money is still yes, this you have to pay the zakah every year. Every money that reach the money you have to pay the zakah on. Whether you invested or stayed in front of you, you still have to pay the zakah. Whether you did a good job in investing it or not. If you own, so look at the previous years and rush into taking the zakah as time. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أستغفرك وأتوب إليك